Greetings President Trump, President Putin, and Prime Minister Netanyahu. We are on DK. We write to you today, and hope you have the time to listen for a moment. Donald Trump, as everyone knows, you lost the wealth your father and grandfather accumulated through their dirty deals and bad business. The Trump family has been ripping people off since the 1700s. Greed is the only reason you are in the position you are today. That and your mother's bloodline, of course. Like your towers. You are only covered in gold, an illusion of power and wealth. The light reflects off. But it is not true light, merely a reflection, an illusion. You are dust underneath it all, just like the rest of us. All your wealth, and what will it do? It will only destroy you and everyone around you. As it always has. Trump, you appointed those picked by the elite into positions of power after your election, which we know you had to, or you will not get your money in the end. You have put in office those who will continue the agenda of martial law and genocide of the American citizens. So while you preach peace with one face, you destroy it with another. You are going to be the patsy for the economic destruction of America, while getting paid under the table, and fucked from behind, by the Vatican, and the Catholic Church which you, Trump, have said you will protect from bias. As the prophecy states, America will uphold the Vatican and the agendas of it.
But enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough.
Benjamin Netanyahu, you play your script well, ever the victim and the villain. Like your war-hungry benefactor, you slaughter people every day in countries surrounding yours. You say you are a victim of Palestine, a victim of Iran. But no one is your victim. You talk about every country, every people with contempt, while you keep your own so narrow-minded and indoctrinated. It is a wonder you felt the need to build a wall. Who would want to be around you? Or is it for fear you hide behind it, while you shoot everyone else down? We all know you are allowed to do this and keep it up because of the United States being the Vatican's shield for you. Fighting your wars, spreading your propaganda, doing all of your dirty work, and even paying you billions each year just for being fake Jews. No wonder you are so smug. Anyone would be. It is a brilliant trick and so many are so very fooled. You have perfected deception in a way that should make the Pope jealous. Even he cannot control his emotions as well as you can. But being raised by a militant Zionist father, we all know how these mental dysfunctions are passed through generations. Say hi to your friend John Epstein. It is no wonder how you are able to blackmail all the world leaders and keep them under what you seem to believe is your control, knowing that all records are transferred to Israel and the Vatican. For those purposes alone, you have more than enough ammo. Besides the anti-Semite label you love to use so quickly and freely to discredit anyone who speaks of you. Ironic that you are the fake Jew, like all who use the label. Vladimir Putin, also from a long bloodline controlled by the elite. You hail from one of the first knights of the Malta Order, even carrying the name of your ancestor from the order. Not to mention the very unique blood type. You have created the missile you lovingly named Lucifer, to rain terror and fire from the sky. Your citizens are mind-controlled and brainwashed through propaganda and false flags. As all countries do, the agenda is war. Just like the leaders before you. You are simply a puppet. But you, like Trump and Netanyahu, are very cunning and smart. You are slow to anger and action. Perhaps you are the greatest deceiver of them all, for you are not obvious. You sustain the illusion well. People believe you are against the elite, yet you obey the krill who is under the Vatican. You have gained much wealth through your oligarchs, who you turn a blind eye to as long as your pocket stays full. You learned well from your predecessors. You shield your people from bad food, eliminated GMOs from your country. Of course this is for the agenda. Not every country can be totally destroyed, and especially one so rich in resources. You play both sides so well, but we know which one is your master. All three of you show the world good things too. It is not all bad. Trump gives us all laughter, which is the best medicine besides marijuana. Putin gives us the example of a sound mind, wisdom, which we all need more of. Netanyahu, you give us boldness. Perhaps you are a liar, but we could all do well to speak and act as boldly as you do. All three of you profess that you stand for peace and truth. All three of you are under the control of the elite. All three of you murder those who speak against you. All three of you murder your citizens. All three of you control the media of your countries. You are all Ashkenazi Zionist Jews. Fake Jews. All three of you live by an oath and have done rituals to keep it, which has taken away your free will. You are not under the illusion. You know the agenda and you know the plan and how it will be carried out. You all support Israel as it is used as the tool to get Jerusalem under control of the Vatican, to hold the throne of the one world leader. Do you think it will be one of you? Do not be fooled. You three are looked at by the world. You are seen by the masses for what you proclaim. They believe all of your lies. Do you not think they would follow you in the truth as well? Do you not see, if greed and power are your desires, that you will have tenfold of both if you stand for what is right, and break from the elite control? Be free. Why don't you see the true power you have? Dictators have never understood that the power is in the people. That is why they have always failed. For all of your strength you cannot free yourselves, but you know how you can be free. Yes, it is difficult, but you are all kings. Why do you continue to live like slaves? You claim to put your country first. All three of you are devout nationalists, and wish to make your countries great again, just as you should as leaders. The people who mindlessly follow you will continue regardless what you do, but the world could be better if you were not puppet rulers. We know the likelihood of you all changing yourselves is close to impossible, but it is not impossible. Everyone can change. Everyone can decide to do the right thing. No matter who you are, what you do, you can be richer than your wildest dreams. If you would only cut your strings and do what is right. Be someone who take life, freedom away so easily from so many, and yet none can take yours. Be bigger than you are now. Be better than you are now. Be someone who makes a difference. Free yourselves. Stop leading people to damnation, lest you forget the warning given to you before. Turn from your ways now. The hour is late. Through you the elite give the people what they want to hear. False hope and promises of peace which will not come. The controlled masses are kept in the illusion and swallow up your lies without even chewing. Too blind, too hungry, too brainwashed, to think of the big picture, to see the poisonless in the food. It is as planned. Calling yourselves Christians, like every leader in history has, when it suited them, will not help you. The Vatican is behind you. The Vatican is not Christian. You are all controlled by the Vatican. Trump, we know you are controlled by CIA. We know the CIA is owned by Vatican. They are used to control the government puppet of the US for the Vatican. Mossad is Israel's Vatican control, just as FSB is Russia's. All controlled by the Vatican. You all support the one world order, or world community as Trump has put it. You all know what you do. You will all do well to remember the warning and turn from the dark deeds you do. The elite do not love you. Your masters, those who call you friends, they care nothing for you. They only want to use you, and as soon as they can they will delete you all. Your doubles will continue to replace you as they need and as they already have in the past. Besides, the graphics nowadays is so realistic. No one would tell the difference if you were all synthetics anyway. Do you not see how cheap your existence is to them? Stop letting your masters use you and your doubles to deceive the masses. People deserve full truth. You have a responsibility higher than the oath. Remember it. The people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because you have rejected knowledge, I reject you from being a ruler over me. But if you stood up, then you would have the support of the people across the world to take down the control. If you rise against the evil controlling you, we will rise. In the end, we all have only one choice to make. Continue in darkness, or join the true light, join truth. If not, expect us, and much worse.